And the other side. It's up for all of us.
Yes, indeed.
If you Diddy or whoever
I believe. We are on the air. Hey, everybody. This is the Amazing Grace Sports Network coming to you live from Boston, Massachusetts. Good morning. From Afghanistan to Zimbabwe and the 193 countries in between. Welcome to the Amazing Grace Sports Network, where we celebrate the passion, the spirituality, and the unity of sports. Okay, those are four things that unite every man in the world. I am Clay Morris, and that is
Kevin Chisholm. Good morning, everybody. It's from our listeners from Afghanistan to Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe, yeah.
Hey, everywhere in between.
Everywhere in between. That includes United Kingdom, Great Britain, Ireland, and the Aleutian Islands. Wherever else they still own. Okay, we are here. Thank you very much for being here. I'm glad to be here, and everything's fine. Celtics are losing, Bruins are winning, Patriots are winning. What can we say?
What can we say?
All right.
Well, I'd like to see the Celtics maybe win a little bit more than they have been, but
forget about it.
I don't think we convince you that this year is going to be any form of success. So,
None.
And maybe they should. Maybe they should continue to play poorly, get a high draft pick.
What else can they do?
Yeah.
I mean, can they play any better? I mean, the game was kind of tight last night. It went down to the end, and they did everything they could. I think there's a lot of ball stagnation, but even then, they don't. And we'll get into it. So let's just get to the joke of the day. Joke of the day. Have you read the joke of the day?
I have read it, but I know you are chomping at the bit for this one. So
I was going to lay it off. I was going to pass it off.
No, please go ahead.
Let me give it a shot. The joke of the day. A 95-year-old archbishop lay dying, and the parish priest and the nuns gathered around his bed to mourn. Now they brought him some warm milk, but he refused it. When one of the nuns took the glass back to the kitchen, she remembered that a bottle of whiskey was gifted to her last Christmas. So she opened the bottle, poured a generous amount into the milk. And when she returned to the archbishop's bed, she held the glass to his lips so that basically he had no choice but to drink. So he drank a little. Then he drank a little more. And he drank more. And in no time at all, he had drunk the whole glass. And as the archbishop lay there, now with a smile on his face, one of the priests asked him, "Your Eminence, you look so happy. Are there some words of wisdom that you would like to impart?" Lifting his head up, the archbishop looked around and he said, "Don't sell that cow."
Ba-dum-bum.
Ba-dum-bum.
Yeah. Drum roll on that. Well done.
Don't sell that cow. All right, let's get on to prayer. And for prayer, we are in chapter 7 of Prayers for Victory in Spiritual Warfare. Healing broken relationships. And if you have lived past 25, I mean, this is where you're at. Broken relationships, mending them, getting them back together. So, healing broken relationships. And we are in the breastplate of righteousness. The breastplate of righteousness. Father, today, I put on the breastplate of righteousness. I know that the enemy would like to use my broken relationship to discourage me. But with the breastplate of righteousness guiding me, I stand firmly against the tactics of Satan. Lord, I have made mistakes in my relationship. I have said and done things that were wrong. Satan will try to use these things to tell me that I am not good enough to keep any relationship intact. But you, my Lord, are my righteousness. I take comfort in knowing that in you, I am made good enough and forgiven from all wrong. And by putting on your breastplate of righteousness, I am able to show that same grace to those around me who need my forgiveness and my acceptance. Amen.
Amen. Now, Clay, before we go to our Today in History, you had alerted me to some very exciting and welcome news this week, the Amazing Grace Sports Network, and how much and how far this network and show has come. So I invite you to share that here.
We have 45,000 subscribers. Well, we had that early in the week. Now we're probably way on to 90,000, but no, we're on our way to 50. We're somewhat close to 50 now, but we're growing in leaps and bounds. And I think the content, and I think Kevin, and I think what we're doing in the chemistry and the ground that we're covering, which is spirituality and sports, makes an impact on people. And I'm glad that we're able to do it.
Well, it really has been a team effort here. There's been a lot of people, not just us,
Right.
Clay and I, the two talking heads here on the show, and I wasn't even the original one who is here, but all the team here at WEZE who has helped us with all our technical issues, and
Oh my gosh.
of which there are many. There's no doubt about it. From the callers as well, the listeners,
Yes, thank the callers.
the sponsors,
Yes.
everybody. So
Everybody. So
we'll keep it going.
we'll keep it
Sky's the
going.
limit.
We'll keep it going. We're going to have officers in Afghanistan, and in Zimbabwe, eventually.
Are we? Well, that's all yours. All yours on that.
Oh.
Anyway, what do we do today in history? We got a lot to talk about today, so
Yes, we do.
we'll get to our questions.
Let's get to it.
Today in history.
Alrighty, starting in the year 1951, on November the 8th of that year, New York Yankees catcher Yogi Berra wins his first of his 3 MVP awards. 3 MVPs for a catcher. Really haven't seen that in a while. Perhaps we'll see a MVP award for a catcher this year in Cal Raleigh. We'll wait and see. Question is, on this topic, who was the baseball player that has won the most MVPs in Major League Baseball history? The player that has won the most MVPs. And if you know the name of the player, well, that's great. But if you, and we'll add a little extra here, if you know how many MVPs this player has won, well, maybe we'll up the prize for you.
This guy is very well known.
Very well known for maybe not the best of reasons. So perhaps you can narrow that down in your list of guesses.
Yeah, he's very well known. Yeah.
Broke a lot of records.
Broke a lot of records.
And we're not talking about Yogi Berra, by the way.
But Yogi Berra, I mean, a catcher. Here's a guy who was a catcher who won 3 MVPs.
Like I say, the most important position out there is the catcher. It's hence why they are the captains of the team.
And that to me is
it's the hardest job out there, Clay. I mean, it's compared to all other 8 positions, it's the hardest job.
And he did it for your favorite team, the Yankees. Yeah. The dreaded Yankees.
My favorite team.
Dreaded Pirate Yankees. Yeah. We'll move on. We'll get off the Yankees. Well, Kevin is still not breathing heavy. Okay.
I got no issue with Yogi Berra.
Yogi Berra, he's a great catcher. I think he was a great hitter, and I think he was a great player. I think he was on 18 championship teams. Something to that extent. Oh, he was on 18 All-Star teams.
Right.
That's hard to beat. On November 8th, 1990, Darryl Strawberry signed a 5-year contract with the LA Dodgers. And why is this noteworthy? Right. Well, frankly, it's not noteworthy at all. But Donald J. Trump issued a presidential pardon for Darryl Strawberry for his tax evasion conviction that occurred in 1995. A White House official on Friday confirmed that Mr. Trump had granted Mr. Strawberry the pardon, stating that President Trump was impressed that following his career, Mr. Strawberry found faith in Christianity and had been sober for over a decade. That's probably 2 decades now. Now, Strawberry has become active in ministry, and he started a recovery center, which still operates today. Our question is, for you, ladies and gentlemen out there, Darryl Strawberry was on 2 winning World Series teams. What were they? What were the 2 teams? 2 teams that are closely connected.
That they are. Very, very closely connected. Very closely connected.
If you have the answer, call us in. T-shirts, water pistols, pens, pencils. Whatever you want, we're going to get for you. Call us and give us the answer, and we'll get it out to you.
You know, Clay, there's no greater story than a story of redemption. And
none.
People make mistakes in life.
All the
there's
time.
no question. Some mistakes are a little bit more serious and more significant. In this case, tax evasion is never something that is.
It's more embarrassing, I think, than anything else, because your name gets right out there quickly.
Right, exactly right. But there's nothing better than a redemption story and a second chance, and I think that's what Darryl Strawberry has been given. and particularly in his life where he off the booze and
Drugs.
found God.
Yeah,
And I
found
think
God.
it's a testament to him
Healing broken
and
relationships.
to his faith too.
As we were saying, healing broken relationships. And with Christ, you can get those things done. So remember that.
No doubt about it. Okay, switching gears now to college football. On November the 8th, 2008, the 18th College Football Frank Leahy Bowl, a.k.a., of course, the Holy War, took place at Alumni Stadium, Chestnut Hill, as it did last week. BC beating Notre Dame in that game 17-0. Clay, the last time BC beat Notre Dame in a regular season college football game was that game, actually, November the 8th.
Was it?
Yep, exactly right,
Wow.
it was. What year was the first Holy War Bowl played and where?
Well, the first Holy War Bowl, where was
Between
it played?
BC and Notre Dame. And actually,
And when?
People talk about BC Notre Dame, the rivalry. Well, it's really
Not much of a rivalry.
sort of been a one-sided rivalry the past decade now. But that being said, I don't want to give it the answer, but I'll give a little hint. It was several years ago, but this series doesn't date back to the 30s and
No,
the
it doesn't.
40s. It actually is, in modern sense, sort of fairly recent.
Quite new. So, and also the Frank Leahy Bowl. Now, does anybody know Frank Leahy? Frank Leahy played for Newt Rockne on 2 of the World Championship teams that Notre Dame had. And then he was a coach here at BC, and then he went on to coach Notre Dame. So it's aptly named the Frank Leahy Bowl, a.k.a. the Holy War Bowl.
So what year was that first Holy War played, and where, too, by the way?
Where?
Perhaps
indeed.
you were at the game.
Where indeed? Call us. Okay.
Notre Dame, of course. Sorry.
I'm just going to say, I'm just going to give the call number, 844-249-5247. In case you know, 844-249-5247. I'll give it a third time, 844-249-5247. In case you know any of the answers to our questions in Today in History.
Yes. Notre Dame, of course, beating the Eagles last week at Chestnut Hill 25-10. Not a total blowout. I will say BC actually, and I'm sure our friend Wayne will be calling in to offer his
I know.
take.
This is why I left this at the end.
Yeah, exactly right. BC actually stayed in a little bit, but Notre Dame's just a better team. They have SMU this afternoon, noon at the Heights. SMU
what's the
favored
odds
by
on that one?
10.5. Last week it was 30.5. The Irish were
They
favored.
covered.
And yeah, they did. They did. That's true. Anyway, as I said, we got a lot to get to, but before we do that, we want to say hello to all our great sponsors that keep us rolling each and every weekend here on the Amazing Grace Sports Network. So we'll say hello to them and come right back for your calls and our conversations.
249-5247. Hey, are you feeling a little achy or sore from the cold weather? Then take a visit to Dylan's Russian Steam Bath. At Dylan's Dry Sauna or Wet Steam Room, you can de-escalate, de-stress, and detox your body and mind. A hot place of massage or a variety of oil massages are available. You will enjoy the relaxed atmosphere that features a nutritious snack bar, large screen television, and comfortable lounge chairs to cool off in during your visit. They have 2 convenient locations, one in Chelsea and the other in Quincy. Find them online at Dylan's Russian Steam Bath or call 617-549-3484 for more information. To enjoy your best health, visit Dylan's Russian Steam Bath, where heat, steam, and water have a therapeutic effect.
Well, my friends, I want to talk to you about computers. Is your computer screen cracked or have a black screen? Is it slow to charge or does it exhibit abnormal battery drainage? Does your PC run slow or have keyboard issues? Well, then Philcomp Computer Center, located at 1690 Dorchester Avenue, is your remedy for all your computer and medical problems. Philcomp Computer Center has been in the computer repair, upgrade, malware removal, and data recovery business for over 20 years. Whether your computer is a Mac or IBM based, give them a call. Their number, 617-265-1910. That is 617-265-1910. To solve all your computer problems, our good friends at the Philcomp Computer Center.
Do you want to live a happier, healthier lifestyle? Do you want to get rid of back, hip and neck pains, then look no further than Karma Don Yoga. Karma is an accomplished and experienced yoga instructor who specializes in total body restorative yoga. So whether you are young or old, short or tall, in shape or out of shape, Karma is your best choice. Check out her classes and times at karmadonyoga.com. That's karmadonyoga.com. Your body and mind deserve good karma.
I have to know where you find that music.
You like that
yeah,
one, huh?
that's, yeah, it's quite something. Well, I knew our friend Wayne was going to be calling in, chopping at the bit when he heard we were talking about Boston College. Wayne, good morning. How you doing?
Kevin and Clay, good morning to you both. How are you?
Good morning, Wayne. Good morning. I have a feeling that as soon as we put BC on that you were going to be calling.
Well, I think today's weather is going to neutralize the field, so I think we're going to go 2-8 today.
Well, you
2-8?
I gotta tell you, Wayne, I admire your optimism because every week, no matter how badly the Eagles lose, the sun is still shining and you still say there's still a shot. And I admire that. I admire that completely.
I mean, we've been playing these games very closely as we need to clean up our defensive penalty holding and stop turning the ball over. I mean, we're about to go and score a touchdown, you throw an interception. The games are close, so.
But that's the mark of a bad team, Wayne. That's kind of like the mark of a bad team.
Well,
I'm just saying. I'm not trying to rain on your parade. 2-8. Today they can go. Who are they playing?
SMU.
I don't think so. SMU's a powerhouse.
They were last year. They're not as much of a powerhouse this year, but they are still favored by 10.5.
Well,
but I feel great about today's game. We had the 12th man. We're playing this game for well, so I think that's going to be our secret sauce right there.
Okay. And what does Bill O'Brien say about this? I heard he came out and he was making some predictions. Anybody heard about that?
I didn't hear what he had to say about it. Was he doing that interview from the stockyard? I didn't catch it.
From the stockyard.
I know he does a stockyard every Thursday. He have a broadcast. But I do have one question. Have either of you guys ever had to put a family pet down and was cloning ever an option?
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh.
Was what an option? I didn't hear the
cloning.
Cloning.
I don't think they've discovered medically cleared cloning yet, right?
That's the first I've heard of it.
What's going on with TB12, man? Do we have to check on him for CTE or something? I mean, I don't know what's going on with this young man. Too much money in his pockets or something?
What are you talking about? What's happening with Tom?
He cloned. There's a rumor out there that he cloned his dog that passed away.
Oh, I saw something about that. I didn't pay any attention to it, though.
I mean, if you got the money, why not? I mean, who's to say? I mean, I don't know what to. I mean, listen, he has more money than all three of us put together, that even in our imagination.
So yeah,
this is for sure.
Tom Brady cloned his dog, Luna. Tom Brady reveals his dog Junie was cloned from beloved pet Lua, who died in 2023.
Oh, you mean this is real? Like it actually?
It's like called Colossal Biosciences. He's giving a plug here on the Amazing Grace.
He's a partner.
He's an investor in it.
Of course, here we go.
So he cloned. So the dog's a pit bull mix. Cloned it using a blood sample collected prior to her death. I had never heard that before about cloning dogs.
I just want to say quick congratulations on your subscribership there, and let's keep those numbers going up, guys.
Well, thanks to you, Wayne. Thanks to you.
Yes, thank you, Wayne.
Thank you, guys.
Tell Marissa I said thanks to her, too, because she's the one who keeps you going.
You got it. Thank you, guys. Have a great show today.
You too. So I guess this I'm just looking at here. This cloning of dogs is very popular amongst the celebrity crowd.
Is that right?
And Tom Brady confirming it and saying, quote, "I love my animals. They mean the world to me and my family. A few years ago, I worked with Colossal, which is a group, and leveraged their non-invasive cloning technology through a simple blood draw of our family's elderly dog before she passed.
Well, I mean,
Medical curiosities. That's
there
for
you
sure.
go. You have the money to do it, and I guess it gets done.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, moving on from that.
I think we got the Bruins. The Bruins. Okay, Kevin, let's talk about the Bruins because the Bruins are on a roll.
Right now they are.
Put some mustard on 'em, some mustard and relish because they are like hot dogs on a roll. Now they're given. What do you think? How are they doing?
What I think is that they won 5 games in a row. As the old saying goes, you take one day at a time. In this case, one game at a time. The question I know you want to posit is: are the Bruins a playoff team? I'm in no way.
Well, I wanted to wait on that.
I'm
but
in no way prepared to answer that question. I think it's way too early in the season to determine if
so
this
you're
team's a
still
playoff
undecided.
team. I'm still
You
undecided.
think they can be or they can't
I think
be.
they have the potential and the ability to make the playoffs. I'm not in any position to say they.
Now that's despite the fact that they haven't really changed their team and they were at the bottom of the division last year, right?
That's correct.
Correct.
That's correct. And this is a team that we have seen falter this year already. They have gone on a 6-game losing streak, and now in the midst of a 5-game win streak here, and they're playing well. They're letting up less goals, and the defense is stabilized. The one thing that Marco Sturm was going to bring in here to this team was discipline, particularly on the defensive side, and we are starting to see that a little bit more with this team. Swayman and Korpisalo are coming into their own finally, and listen, it's anytime your team is in the midst of a 5-game win streak, you'll take it. You'll look at all the positives and sort of put the negatives aside for the time being. The Bruins will have a test coming up tonight. They're in Toronto against the Maple Leafs tonight, who they haven't faced this year. Back-to-back games actually against the Maple Leafs up there in Toronto, and they'll welcome them to town on Tuesday evening. And Toronto, of course, always going to be in there. They're 8-5 in the Atlantic Division so far. The surprising 2 teams that lead the Atlantic Division right now are 2 teams that have they have not made the playoffs in several years now. That's the Montreal Canadiens, who sit now with one of the best records in the
that won't last
the National Hockey League to start the year at 9-3, and the Red Wings at 9-6. But the Bruins tied with the Red Wings actually for 18 points and only 2 back of Montreal for a lead of the Atlantic Division here in the very early. Should I say it again? Early start to this NHL
The Bruins
season.
even beat Colorado last week, which I thought was not going to happen.
Gave them their first regulation loss.
Unbelievable. Last question. Okay. Does this change your opinion about the Bruins as far as the opinion you had earlier in the year? When you were kind of negative about them?
Kind of negative. We don't have to sugarcoat that. I certainly was negative. No, it doesn't change my opinion at all. My opinions on the Bruins and the front office nonsense that has gone on is well documented, and I'm not prepared to change my opinion just because they've won 5 games in a row with a team that, listen, it'd be great if the Bruins made the playoffs, or maybe it wouldn't be great because it's sort of a situation with the Celtics here, with the potential here, you always want to make the playoffs, Clay, but at what extent? Is it just to get in the playoffs, just to say we made the playoffs, to get the second wild card, or they get bounced in 4 or 5 games to a better team? Or do you step back a little bit, play some of your younger guys out there? You don't want to say tank because nobody's ever going to admit, we tanked. You can't do that. And do you position yourself for a higher draft pick? So as the season goes on, if the Bruins continue to play like they're doing right now, then sure they got an absolute opportunity to make the playoffs and maybe make a run. I'm no way near saying that, but
okay, so you basically have the same opinion that they have not done enough.
Oh yeah, my opinion hasn't changed at all. I don't think this team on paper is equipped to win a Stanley Cup. There's no question.
I don't think they're equipped to go into the second round of the playoffs, which is going to bring me to answer the 3 questions that I asked you. How are they doing? They're doing fine. They're doing up and down, which I expect from a mediocre team. And what I don't like is that they're giving Sturm so much praise now that they've won 5 in a row. And it implies that their predecessor, Joe Sacco, was the reason why the team looked, less than mediocre last year. Yeah. Okay, why they face planted, why they, were last in the division last season. It implies that Joe Sacco was the problem. Okay, not that the team is saddled with mediocre, talented players, which to me is the truth of the matter, or that they indecently screwed the fans and the team last season by not signing Jeremy Swayman until the last minute. So the guy never had a training camp, couldn't go into camp. They brought him in off the street. They waited till the last week to sign him. So he's coming in off the street, and he's going against top-level competition. It was disastrous. That was all on the Bruins, okay? And, okay, nobody ever said anything. We're the only ones who ever said anything about it. So it's all on the Bruins. Now, do I think they're a playoff team? No, I don't think they're a playoff team. I think they might hustle. I think they might push themselves to get to the playoffs. But if they do, they'll be out in the second round, guaranteed, if they make it through the first. No, as a matter of fact, they won't make it past the first round. They'll be out in the first round. And does this change my opinion? Obviously not. This is the way I felt about them in the beginning of the season. They didn't do any changes or bring in anybody of any talent in order to change the opinion that they were going to be different from last season. So here we are.
Okay, I agree with you on a number of things. I disagree with you. I don't think you can solely blame Joe Sacco for what happened with the Bruins last year. Joe Sacco was you just said he's to blame for the.
No, I said the Bruins are making it by heaping all the praise on Sturm now. Mm-hmm. It's okay. Saying that Joe Sacco was the problem. That's the reason why.
Okay, I see. I misunderstood you there, but I would say Joe Sacco was put in an impossible situation last year with the whole turmoil with Montgomery and the front office not doing anything at all. And they traded away Brad Marchand. And when you trade away Brad Marchand, what do you expect your team? You expect the team's going to get better? You know,
you trade away your heart and soul of the team. Obviously, as we saw, the heart and soul of that team. No, it's not going to get better.
Right. So it's been stop and go for the Bruins. They made headway. There's no question about it. But I'm in no way sitting here on November the 8th, prepared to say that this team is
I'm going to
make the playoffs.
I'm going to disagree with you that they made any headway. Just by getting a new coach doesn't mean that you made headway. I don't know do you want this guy to go out there and beat these guys or make them more talented than what they are? Because I don't see that happening. I don't see how a coach can make that much of a difference. Okay, you're going to still need to bring in players, and they haven't done that. So, the Jacobs are okay. Let me make my point here. To sum it up, with the Jacobs, the Bruins have won 2 Stanley Cups in 50 years. That says it better than I ever could.
Again, well documented here. We don't have to
beat it over the head.
Beat it over the drum, as the saying goes. Beat the drum. Whatever the stupid saying is.
Something like that. Yeah. We got the Celtics to talk about.
We do? Well, your favorite topic. Clay is down on the Celtics. Clay, every time you mention the word the Celtics, it's an eye roll or something. Begrudgingly wanted to talk about the 4-6 Boston Celtics in the first 10 games of the NBA season so far.
Yeah. Well, the Celtics, they lost to the Orlando Magic last night in a game that it was went down to the wire. They only lost by 13, and it was close down to the end. And our guy Jaylen Brown, star, had 32 points. 3 questions, Kevin. And these won't have anything to do with making the playoffs because that's not even going to be close. Can Jaylen Brown challenge for the scoring title this year?
Can he challenge it?
Yeah, that's my question.
Well, when he's the only guy out there scoring at a high level, then absolutely. Mm-hmm. So I would say yes.
Okay. Number 2, why is Josh Minott the only athletic player on this team?
I don't know. You'll have to talk to Joe Mazzulla about that.
Yeah.
You're saying the only one that has any form of athleticism on the team?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Unbelievable. I mean, that would be Brad Stevens' problem, I believe. Yeah. There's no athleticism on this team except for Josh Minott, and he's a bit player. But this guy can get up and down the court. He can jump. He can run. He can do all these things, and everyone else looks like they're stuck in mud. It looks like they're bound to the earth.
Right.
Okay.
I don't really have much of an opinion on that one.
Question number 3. Why is watching paint dry more exciting than watching this team?
Early days, Clay. Early days. Don't give up hope just yet. I do have some comments on the Celtics, though. Okay. Before we do that, I do want to turn things over to our good friend Kelly from Lynn, who is weighing in. Kelly, good morning.
Kelly, how you doing?
Hey, good morning.
Morning.
Let me start by saying congratulations on those numbers.
Thank you, Kelly.
Yeah, it just goes to show, hard work and commitment pays off.
It does.
Congrats to you, Clay. I mean, you stayed with it. Could have just easily walked away, but you stayed in it. Invested in yourself, and you believed in yourself. Here we are. Now, I just want to say I hope good things starts. I hope this is just the start of something really, really, really great.
Yeah. So what's the bad news now? You gave us the good news. You're going to drop us with the bad news. What you got there, Kelly?
No bad news. This is all good news. This is all
Okay.
good news. That was my main reason for calling.
Oh, thank you.
I just want to see where the conversation may go from here. But my comment on the Celtics, yeah, it's such a different team. It's a different team.
Yes, it is.
Different team, and my thing 4-6. I think that they're doing a lot better than I expected them. I take the 4-6. It's
Yeah.
a different team, and plus without their star player.
Well, they're doing better than the team who's also lost their star player and who went to the NBA Finals last year, and that's the Indiana Pacers, who have started the year at 1-7.
Get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, you know what I'm saying? So I think they're just above what I expected them to be.
But Kelly, I have very great news for you. LeBron James has not played a lick, not one game, not 1 minute for the Los Angeles Lakers, and they are smashing the West. Even with Bronny James out there throwing up bricks every chance he can.
7-2 to start the year.
7-2
Happy days are here again.
Happy
But
days
what was that
are
analogy?
here again.
Yeah, but what's that analogy I made? It's like your girlfriend dating like this terrible bad guy. She just can't let him go. She's gonna let him back into his life, and he's gonna bring her down again.
He's gonna bring her down again.
He's not gonna.
So,
It's probably killing him that Luka's getting all the attention out there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's killing LeBron. He's just an attention hound. He can't be without it. He is so upset that he won't even accompany the team on their travel when they go on the trip. This week?
And even though he maneuvered behind the scenes to get Luka and to get rid of Anthony Davis.
It's coming back to bite him.
Yeah.
All of his backroom machinations are coming back to bite him. Kelly, all I can say is go Lakers. I mean, I'm not even a Laker fan, but anything that if they would just pay LeBron to stay at home, I'd be happy.
Yeah, I know. I think a deal's coming for him for some reason. I think they're putting him on ice just to preserve him. That's what I feel.
He's kind of old. You need to put him on ice.
Yeah, something else.
Okay.
So can we get on to these? I was listening to your trivia questions.
Oh, what you got? Yes.
The first one, it was funny. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna call my good old friend Google until I heard he was a popular player, and then I heard all for the wrong reasons, and I didn't need Google for this.
Yeah.
So are we talking Barry Bonds on the first one?
That it is.
Bingo.
I
Bingo. Barry
I
Bonds
knew
won
it.
6. He won 6 most valuable player awards.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the second one was a layup. Two teams in closer relations to each other. I guess they're both New York teams. So Strawberry.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah,
2 for 2.
2 for 2.
But
Hey, Wayne's gonna. This is gonna really, set Wayne back. You knocked out 2 questions, and
yeah,
you're on a roll, dude.
I wish I can go 3 for 3, but
Wayne.
actually,
Wayne should have knew the BC
one,
question.
the Holy War.
Yeah, that's the one
Yeah,
he should have
he-
known. I mean,
Yeah.
we're still waiting for Wayne to step up.
Yeah,
You done your part.
Yeah, he's not gonna catch me. I'm blowing him out the door. There's no rivalry there between Wayne and I that much on the trivia questions. I challenge you.
Yeah, challenge. There we go. I throw that glove down. Smack him in the face
Yeah,
with
the
the glove.
gauntlets put together.
There you go.
But that's pretty much I have this week. I just really wanted to congratulate on the numbers. It's good to hear. It's good to hear.
It's good to hear. It's good to grow, and we want the radio station to keep growing. Also, the spiral out of control, and take this around the world. A little spirituality, sports, and humor. That's what the world needs.
Yeah, it's almost time. It's almost time for those NFL picks, right?
Yes, it is.
Coming up in just a few minutes, so stay tuned.
All right.
Okay,
You guys
Kelly.
have a good one.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Kelly.
Yep. Bye.
Yeah, the number 844-249-5247. Just one thing on the Celtics. We talked about the Bruins, making the playoffs just to say they made the playoffs. I think for the Celtics, you do 2 things. You first of all, do not rush Jason Tatum back, because we're starting to feel that Jason Tatum is with the team. He's rehabbing every day, and all these reports are saying, well, he's going to be coming back earlier than expected. I don't see how that would be a good thing for the Celtics.
Right.
I just, you always want to see your star player back. But at this point, we've talked about, this is sort of a bridge year. It's sort of the offloading of the contracts with Drew Holiday, Porzingis. Al Horford's gone, Cornette's gone. A lot of these guys that were, the reason the Celtics won the NBA championship, and they're all gone. This was a transition year, a bridge year, whatever you want to call it. I certainly don't think we should be rushing Jason Tatum back just to say the Celtics made the playoffs as the 8th or the 7th seed. I would hope that wouldn't be the case. So, as for the Celtics, I would say continue to stay the course with the team you have now and see how many games you can win. But hey, it's okay to lose a little bit more than you won.
Which is what's going to happen whether they like it or not. I mean, they're stuck in the ground. I mean, the only guy who can get off the ground is Minot. And, I mean, whether it's Peyton or Derek White, Garza, it's just these guys are they're slow and they're vertically challenged.
It's a good way of looking at it. Yeah, Celtics losing last night to the Orlando Magic, and another one of those NBA Cup games. They actually stayed down in Orlando. They have a night off tonight, Saturday night, 6 o'clock tip-off in Orlando tomorrow.
Back to back?
Yeah, back to back. Yeah.
Wow. Well, the Emirates.
There's worse places to stay.
The Emirates airline is sponsoring this, so there's
more
money flowing into the NBA that's going places we don't know where it's going.
Have you ever flown Emirates Airlines?
I haven't been that privileged.
Well, maybe as you said, when we open up our office in Afghanistan or Zimbabwe, we'll take the
Emirates over there.
Yeah. Hopefully, the government will be open because if not, you'll be waiting for quite a while. Anyway. All right, so why don't we take another break, say hello to our good friends at the Early American Diner and Oyama Investments, and come right back. Want to touch on the World Series quickly, a crazy Game 7, and talking about Week 10 of the NFL as well. This is the Amazing Grace Sports Network right here on WEZE AM 590.
The Word.
Where do you go for the best breakfast and the best lunch in the South Metro Boston Quincy area? You go to the Early American Diner located at 1054 Hancock Street in Quincy. From their strawberry shortcake French toast to their famous corned beef hash for breakfast to the lunch menu, which includes a variety of burgers and specialty sandwiches such as their Waldorf turkey made with roasted turkey, apple slices, and walnuts. So, whether you want to dine in their cozy restaurant, take out, or have it delivered, the Early American Diner in historic Quincy, Massachusetts, is your go-to eatery to enjoy great food at great prices at your convenience.
Well, of course, we want to thank our great friends at the Early American Diner, keeping us fed, recharged, right there, Hancock Street in Quincy. Clay, when I think about eating, after eating, I say to myself, well, perhaps I want to buy a house. Hello to our friends at Oyama Investments, searching for a place to call your home. Well, it's a group that helps you make your dreams find it Sunday. More than just real estate, trusted partner in helping you build your future, whether you're investing in a property that'll grow with you or you're purchasing your dream home. We do make the process easy, transparent, and rewarding. They specialize in finding properties to help you align with your goals. Imagine yourself right now owning a piece of the future, whether it be a luxury apartment, a commercial space, or a family home in the perfect neighborhood. And if you're new to the real estate investment world, no worries, no stress. They're every step away, helping you make informed choices with confidence. If you're ready to see your dreams come to life, visit their website, www.oyamainvestments.com. Give them a call, 617-221-8881 today, where your vision becomes a reality. It's good friends, Oyama Investments.
Well, some people think about buying a house after they eat dinner. Some people just think about eating dessert.
That's true.
Somebody's dessert could be real estate.
All right.
You never know.
You never know. Okay, well, we got 15 minutes here, still quite a lot to talk about.
Well,
Clay, just quickly on the MLB, the Dodgers, well, back-to-back World Series champions, yes, indeed, winning Game 7 up in Toronto. And if you tuned in and saw the top of the ninth inning, and you'd say to yourself, well, it looks like Toronto's going to win. And no, it wasn't the heroics of Shohei Ohtani. No, it wasn't the heroics of Freddie Freeman or Mookie Betts, the guys that are being paid all the exorbitant amount of money that they're being paid. No, it was the guy,
It was
Mr. Miguel Rojas, the second baseman who hadn't hit a home run since September the 19th of this
2000
year.
Was it this year or was it last year?
This year.
Okay.
Hadn't hit a home run since September the 19th. 2 outs away, a game-tying solo blast, tie the game up. Blue Jays had a chance to win. They had the bases loaded in the bottom of the 9th inning. They couldn't get it done. Yamamoto comes in,
Woo!
as we thought he
There you
would.
go. That was it.
World Series MVP.
Should be. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's a good choice. He came in and pitched. What was it? 3 scoreless innings.
Yeah, he was solid. And
A day after he pitched.
All hands on deck. Game 7 of the World Series. All hands on deck. And
Wow, guys, I'm getting chills.
What a crazy
I get
series.
chills. It was the best series I've ever seen. I've seen some good ones. And then as far as World Series, the games where the Red Sox came back from the Yankees and they were down 3-0 and they came back and won it 4-3. Those were more tension filled. These were action filled.
Right.
These were action filled. They were going back and forth. Whereas the Red Sox would just jump on the Yankees and they would just roll over and play dead. This didn't happen with any of these teams. When the Blue Jays lost the second or third game of that series, the 18 inning game, a lot of people thought they were dead. No, the Blue Jays were coming back, and they came back with a vengeance. They won the next one and the next one after that. They went up 3-1. They went up 3-1 on the Dodgers. The Dodgers had to come back to Toronto and win that game, and then wow, yeah.
Right.
So it was some tough games.
And Clay, that Game 7 of the World Series, the most watched baseball game since 1991.
Ooh, should have been.
Over average 51 million viewers combined across the U.S., Canada, and Japan. The most watched Game 7 since the 1991 World Series between the Twins and the Braves. So it was a great game. I watched most of it. And, you had Bo Bichette with a huge 3-run home run in the third inning. It kind of set the tone for Toronto, and they were in control for most of that game. But the Dodgers can never count them out.
They
came back 3-2 and thought they were done. No mas.
No
mas. And just goes to show you can't count out the LA Dodgers. And what a crazy way to end this
Great chemistry.
roller coaster ride of a 2025 MLB season.
Great chemistry.
Great chemistry on both teams. Great chemistry on both teams.
Okay, we got to move on.
You don't want to talk about baseball. That's okay.
We love baseball. I think we have 10 minutes left, though.
We have 12 and a half minutes
There we
left,
go.
actually, to be exact.
12 and 29 seconds.
Okay, Clay, week 10 in the NFL, week 9 last week, the Patriots, well, they're rolling on. Big win against, I shouldn't say a big win against the Falcons, 24-23, actually, and a game that wasn't handed to them, but Parker Romo, who was with the Patriots in the preseason, missed the point after attempt.
We paid him well.
We paid him well.
Thank
Thank you very much. And Drake May didn't play as strong as he had in recent contests, but listen, a win's a win, and they held Bijan Robinson only 46 yards of rushing. Clay, a great statistic. The Patriots defense has not let a running back rush more than 50 yards in a game.
But not 100
so far.
Just 50.
Yeah,
When he
exactly right.
50,
So,
yes.
Drake London, though, what a stud he is, catching 3 touchdown passes.
Do you know I traded him away on my fantasy football team just the week before? That hurts.
That's a strange move. For who?
That hurts.
For who? Who did you trade him for?
Let's just let it go.
Okay. He doesn't want to say. But just takeaways from that game, if you have any.
The Falcons. If the Falcons can lose a game, they'll find a way to lose it. This is the team that the Patriots beat 28-3. I mean, no, they came back from 28-3 Super Bowl 2017. And if it can be done, if a team can lose a game, it's going to be the Falcons to find that way to lose it. They're the team that always finds a way to lose a game. So 3 questions based on what you've seen. Kevin. Should the Patriots have made any moves at the trade deadline?
Yeah, so it's a great question.
Quickly now.
Yeah, yes, I do. I was surprised they didn't bolster the defense or try to get another wide receiver in here to help give Drake May more weapons. I was surprised. Listen, everyone talks about Myles Garrett. I didn't think that was going to happen, but I was surprised that not one move was made for the Patriots. So, yes, I was surprised by that.
Okay. Number 2, do you believe in Drake May now?
I do. I never didn't believe in Drake May.
It was me that didn't.
Yeah, I know. I know that. He doesn't believe in any young quarterback.
And number 3, If the Patriots win tomorrow, are they the favorite to take the AFC?
I think this game is going to be an incredible test for the Patriots. We've already seen them pass one test in Buffalo. It's not easy to play Baker Mayfield anywhere, but down in Tampa.
Yeah.
Will they be the favorites in the AFC if they win this game? I am prepared to say yes, they are.
There we go.
Because
There
I'm
we
off.
go, ladies and
Because I'm
gentlemen.
off the Colts bandwagon.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Last week, well, it was a tough week, and Kevin went 8-4, and I went 5-7. Now, the reason why is because the second game of the day, Minnesota beat Detroit. Who saw that happen? Detroit was up by 9. That should have been an omen. Then Carolina came in with Bryce, Young, who was supposed to be hurt, and they beat Green Bay in Green Bay, who was favored by 13.
Shocking.
And then the scuffling 49ers came to New York and beat New York. Why does Brian Daboll still have a job? Pittsburgh defeated powerhouse Indianapolis with the no-juice Jacksonville Jaguars defeated the Las Vegas Raiders in Vegas. Seattle comes in to beat Washington. Jalen Daniels gets hurt. He's probably gone for the season. That was my excuse for going 5-7.
You took the Giants to beat the 49ers?
Yes, I did.
Oh, well, I'm sorry about that. I'm not sure what you're thinking there. The Jaguars did beat the Raiders, and the Raiders had a chance to, in overtime, to win that game. They went for 2 and lost.
And lost.
And yeah, did you see, by the way, that Sunday night game, Sam Darnold, his first half, 100% completion rate, 4 touchdowns?
Wow.
Incredible.
Good. Yeah,
and yeah, I was going to say, Jaden Daniels, he's been just a myriad of injuries all year. He's
done. He's too slight.
Tough sophomore year for Jaden Daniels. But anyway, let's talk about Week 10 in the NFL here in the 8 minutes to go. We already have one game already this week, Thursday night. It was a terrible Thursday night game. If you watched it, well, I'm sorry you had to watch that. 10-7 win for the Broncos over the Raiders, the aforementioned Vegas Raiders, and it was a windy night there in the mountains of Denver. But right now, Broncos, Clay, 8 wins to the best record in the AFC at 8-2. Mm-hmm. But they haven't been blowing out opponents. I'm not sold on the Broncos, even though they're 8-2. So we'll see. Hey, back to a morning slot here.
With our favorite team.
This game is in Berlin, in Germany. The aforementioned Atlanta Falcons taking on Daniel Jones and the 7-2 Indianapolis Colts. The Colts obviously coming off a loss on the road against the Steelers. Steelers had 6 takeaways in that game. The Colts sort of falling back to earth here. Listen, I don't think the Falcons are a bad team. I think Michael Penix has shown that there is some zip and there's some positives there. But that being said, there's a lot of holes in that team, so I'm going to take Daniel Jones.
Michael Penix is a bum, and I'm taking Indianapolis.
Okay.
I'm not even thinking about this one.
Well, he's not mincing words.
I'm not even mincing words. New York is traveling to Chicago, Soldier Field Stadium. Chicago is favored by 4.5. I'm taking Chicago.
Yeah, so take the Bears as well. Caleb Williams, a crazy game on the road against Joe Flacco and the Bengals last week, and with the last-second touchdown to win the game. Very high-scoring game there. But hey, the Bears have 5 wins. Clay looking for win number 6, and I think they'll take it against the Giants in Jackson Dart. The Bills traveled to the lowly Miami Dolphins. Tua and coming off a Thursday night loss against the Ravens last week. The Bills coming in, beating the Chiefs at home last week.
And what do you have to say about the coach of Miami?
Well, it's well documented, my feelings.
I just want to hear it again.
Mike McDaniel. No, well, you know it. Everybody knows it here.
Why does he still have a job?
Yeah, that's a great question. $1 million question. But the Bills, Clay, they're continuing to beat the Chiefs in the regular season. But
come on,
that's great. They can beat them in the regular season. They can't beat them in the
we'll see. Yeah,
in the playoffs. I'll take the Bills easily in Miami.
I'm taking the Bills. Buffalo. I'm taking Buffalo. Baltimore's traveling to Minnesota, and I was thinking about J.J. McCarthy on his return. He came back. He beat Detroit, but I'm going with Baltimore in this one.
Take the Ravens as well. Even though the Ravens do have a 3-5 record, they still have the best odds to win the AFC North. You might say, well, they beat the Vikings, beat the Lions last week. Are you going to take them? No, I'm not going to take them. I'll take Lamar, and the Ravens have more to play for, more to fight. Give me the Ravens on the road against the Minnesota Vikings. Terrible 1:00 game at the Meadowlands. The Browns traveled to the New York Jets. The Jets trading away cornerback Sauce Gardner. Some of their defensive guys. See you later. White flag of surrender for the Jets this year. The Browns, well, Myles Garrett's still a Cleveland Brown. So
was that case, Shedeur Sanders.
And so was Shedeur Sanders. Give me the Browns against the Jets in the Meadowlands.
I'm taking the Browns also. New England, I have the marquee game. This is the marquee game of the week, weekend.
Should be a 4:30 game.
It is the highest. The tickets are going the highest of all the teams. You have to pay $235 just to get a nosebleed seat. New England is traveling to Tampa Bay to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I love you, New England, but I'm taking Tampa Bay in this one.
I love the Patriots even more, and I'm going to take the Patriots here. It's going to be a tough contest on the road. Buccaneers coming off the bye. Patriots are going to be without Ramondre, going to be without Christian Ellison, be without Kayshon Boutte. I think they'll be okay. It's going to be a great game. Give me Drake.
It's going to be a great game.
Let's go. Let's keep it rolling. Keep it rolling with the Patriots. If they win, sky's the limit.
Sky's the limit, baby.
And a terrible NFC South matchup here. The New Orleans Saints traveled to the surprising 5-4 Carolina Panthers, who went into Green Bay, as mentioned, and beat Jordan Love of the Packers. Why not again against the lowly New Orleans Saints, who will likely probably pick at least in the top 3 of the NFL draft this year?
Why not? Why not?
Give me the Panthers for 6 wins this year so far.
We are cohabitating on all the teams so far, except for one, except for the New England and Tampa Bay. I am with you on Carolina, taking this one. And the next game up is Jacksonville's traveling to Houston. You can get into this game. This is the cheapest game of all the games this weekend. You can get in for $37. Jacksonville is favored by, well, it doesn't even matter because it's 1.5. I'm taking Jacksonville. They look like they're on the roll.
I'll take the Jaguars as well. C.J. Stroud is out or has a concussion, so Davis Mills will start. And you never want to see quarterbacks hurt, Clay, but it's nice to see these coaches coming out a little bit earlier for these injury reports, so we don't make a fool of ourselves and say that the quarterback's not playing.
Great job.
We have a couple of weeks ago, but Jacksonville winning in Vegas last week. Mm-hmm. Travis Hunter on the IR. Brian Thomas is out. They brought in Jacoby Myers from the trade deadline.
That's going to
bolster the team, make them Super Bowl contender. Another weapon for Trevor Lawrence. No CJ Stroud. No CJ Stroud.
Jaguars
there.
The Cardinals and Jacoby Brissett
placing Kyler Murray injured reserve. Traveled to the Seattle Seahawks last week. 4 touchdown passes and a carved out. The Commanders defense. No problem at home. The Seahawks very interesting race shaping up in the NFC West between the Rams, Seahawks, San Francisco 49ers, which is the next game. Give me the Seahawks.
I'm taking the Seahawks at home also. I don't think much of a chance. Los Angeles is traveling to San Francisco. This is a trap game because always plays Los Angeles hard on baseball, basketball, football. They're going to San Francisco and LA rivalry going, but I'm going with the Rams in this one. Los Angeles Rams, and we're gonna
take the Rams on the road. I talked about last week flying under the radar. The favorites of the NFC West. If we had a determination right now, the 49ers. Well, they're still at 6-3 record here. To begin to make our way through the year. Mac Jones is going to be starting. Not ready to go as of yet. So give me the Rams on the road. The Lions losing the Minnesota Vikings. They travel to Landover, Maryland to play the aforementioned Washington Commanders. No Jane dislocated elbow, and I would say for the Commanders. For the lost season here. Don't rush him back. Marcus Mariota's there. He'll put up a valiant effort. I'll take the Lions to bounce back against the
I'm rolling with you. I'm rolling with Detroit coming in laying waste to the Commanders. And we have Pittsburgh to Los Angeles to take on the Chargers. Los Angeles Chargers. Tickets can be held for $173. That's a cheap seat. And well, what can we say? I'm taking Los Angeles.
I'll take the Chargers as well. The Steelers 5-3. Win against the Colts last week at home. The Chargers. Well, you know my opinion on the Chargers. A win against the Steelers.
Okay, you got the last one. Close it.
Okay. Clay's very worried about the time. Got a minute and a half, Clay. This is actually one of the best games of the year on a great Monday night game. The Eagles travel Green Bay Packers. Green Bay, as mentioned, strange home loss against the Carolina Panthers. Nobody lost by 3, 16-13. Really rotten game. Eagles, there was talk about, we're going to trade A.J. Brown. What's going to happen? That didn't happen. A.J. Brown still a member of the Philadelphia Eagles. And I think that'll prove dividends. Give the Eagles on the road against the Packers.
Unbelievable. Back sharing the same bet. And I'm with Philadelphia. On this. They're going to come in, do a job on the Green Bay Packers.
Yes, indeed. And by the way, the Sunday night game is good too. I think the Chargers take the Chargers. I was big on them. To start the year, but they have struggled a little bit. They are 6-3, but still leading. Still actually behind the Broncos in the AFC West. Because they're on the bye. They have 4 losses. Shame.
I'm going to change my Philadelphia pick so I can differ with you. Something here.
Good luck. There we go.
He said good luck.
Good luck and God bless.
Good luck.
Well, my friends, the final 20 seconds of the show. Thank you so much as always.
Oh, Kevin. Oh, Kevin.
And on that happy note, enjoy your weekend.
Enjoy your weekend. Go Patriots. Go Patriots.
Going to be a great game down there.
It should have been a 4 o'clock game.
Should have been. Take care, everybody.